Well, Neal, it was a very valiant effort from your players tonight. How would you sum it up?
I'm really proud of them. I thought the tactical discipline without the ball was spot on. Limited them to very little first half. Had some chances ourselves. Second half the same. Disappointed with their first goal. I thought it was scrappy. You know, in our desperation to do our jobs and clear, we've ended up kind of laying it on a plate for them, which was disappointing. But I'm mainly angry about the second goal. You know, I teach my players 1v1 to use their bodies. You know, not let people pass them with ease, and Callum Maycock does exactly that in the far corner. He uses his body, he gets in the way, doesn't let the guy go past him, uses his strength, he gets brought down, the referee gives a free kick to them, and it happened all game. I complained at half time, every time we touched them they bought a free kick, he went for it, and it's happened there and it's cost us the game.
Which you're clearly very angry about, understandably so.
Yeah, of course, you know, your players give it everything, and I always, you know, when we have to mark the referees, I always sort of look at it, did they influence the score? And if they didn't, you know, you can nitpick little bits and bobs, but you haven't got a problem. But today I feel like they have.
But nevertheless, the penalty that you got early in the second half gave you a great platform, didn't it?
Of course, you know, we knew we would get one or two chances. We've had 3 or 4 at the end. It was a great cup tie. I thought it was a really good cup tie. You know, we're playing against the best team in the competition up till now. And like I say, the boys have done the club proud.
Yeah, and 3,700 here tonight. I mean, that's a fantastic turnout and gives you a taste of what things could be like on a regular basis maybe here.
Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice if we can be in and around the top at the end of the season and maybe get into them playoffs, and if we can get this sort of atmosphere, maybe it'll be fantastic. But we've got to pick ourselves up now. We've got 2 really tough league games, and obviously 120 minutes into our legs there will be a slight disadvantage, but we've got to go again Saturday.
Yeah, and it's Chesterfield, and at the moment in the National League they don't get much tougher than that, do they?
No, and then Grimsby the same. So it was a run that we was looking forward to. Obviously today I can't ask for any more from the boys. We just got to try and make sure as a group that we don't take the energy that we've put into today, we don't take that away from Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I was going to say, with regard to the effort and the performances, that's a pretty makeshift defensive line as well, so you've got to be even more impressed with that.
Yeah, you know, we toyed with whether we go to a back 4 or not, but I just thought that shape would be the best way to tackle the game. The boys executed brilliantly. Bawley was brilliant. Obviously, you know, we lost Ty last week, and then to lose Goodge, and then Reece McNally failed a fitness test, so all of a sudden we lost 3 on the trot. So yeah, we got good players, and good players can adapt.
What's the situation with Goodge and Reece? I mean, obviously you've got these big games coming up. Yeah,
Reece I'm not so sure about, but Goodge, I'd like to think Goodge can put his best foot forward and be back in reckoning for Saturday, and we've got Crano can come back in, so we've got some fresh legs that we might be able to utilise on Saturday.
Neal, it must be so much harder to take, given how you look quite tired in the first half of extra time, but then in the second half you gave it everything. That must make it even harder.
Listen, you're chasing a game, you try and create some chances, it becomes end to end. You know, they had a few breakaways. That's not the bitter bit with me. The bitter bit with me is the free kick for the second goal. I can't. You know, when you've got a group of players who give everything, and ultimately, you know, things are given against them all game, and something's given against them that cost them the game. It really riles me.
It looked like there were perhaps a couple of other penalty calls, or maybe the one you got maybe wasn't a penalty, but there were a couple of other ones potentially you should have got as well.
Again, I asked the question at half time. Every time we touched their player in a shoulder to shoulder, and they went down and bought a free kick, the ref gave it in the first half, which was part of my complaint to him, that they keep buying free kicks, he keeps falling for it. Every time Newts touched somebody, the centre half went down, they gave a free kick. Then Runes goes in the box, gets a blatant shoulder into his back, goes down. It's not a penalty. So it would be a free kick, middle of the pitch, but it's not a penalty when it's in the box, because that takes a brave decision to give the penalty, and that's the frustrating thing.
Do you think part of that is that you're up against the de facto highest ranked team in the draw at the moment?
Yeah, they're clever, they know how to play the game, they're men, but you still need the man in the middle to do his job properly, and unfortunately he's failed us today with the free kick for the second goal. It's great defending, uses his body, gets in the way, strong, and gets punished for it.
just on the whole game in general, it felt like the only thing you really did wrong was that first goal for the equaliser.
Yeah, that again, even then, when people lose their markers or they're sloppy, that's one thing, but we defended the first one, we were throwing our bodies in the way, we were trying to head the ball clear, we got in each other's way, trying to be desperate, and you kind of, although it's frustrating, it's not the worst thing in the world when you see players trying to give everything and they end up getting in each other's way and laying it on a plate for the opposition.
And that's got to be, I know you're angry at the moment, but I think when you look at it tomorrow, that'll be the main take, won't it? Is they really did give you everything and you couldn't ask for any more.
Yeah, they've done that all season. I think they've made the club proud. A big night for us in front of the cameras. They've made the club proud. I'm gutted that we didn't go to penalties. I'm gutted that we're not in the hat. And I need to calm down a little bit. But as for the players, I can't ask for any more.